The law and gospel that comes to us from the widow's offering is found in Mark chapter 12. What's the law, the bad news? Well, God says that when we're not generous, it's a sin. We see that the widow do an awesome job, and when we're hesitant and give only because we have to or because someone's making us or somebody's watching, we're sinning. We don't fulfill what God has told us to do with his possessions. We see that God considers our reason for and not the amount of our giving. It's why we do it. So it's not just we put a bunch of cash in the offering, but God sees whether we're doing it with a giving heart. And I really fall short on that. It really convicts me that I don't always notice or do it with a generous heart. And then God asks us for everything we have, not just a percentage, but he wants all of us, 100%, because Jesus gave 100% of himself to us. And we really fall short of God's expectations, and that's why it's really great to contemplate the good news in this story. We see that Jesus gave us everything by his sacrifice on the cross, including forgiveness for our greed, for falling short, for not giving back to him. We're forgiven. And as forgiven children of God, then we can decide that we want to give. And we can trust that God will take care of us. The widow gave everything she had because she knew God would take care of her. That's great news. He took care of her eternally in Jesus and also there and then for the rest of her life. And so we can generously give with abandon because we know God will take care of us. And finally, God blesses our gifts for his ministry. When we give to him and his kingdom, God uses that to change eternities. It's amazing what God does, and we are invited to be a part of that with our gifts and offerings, all because Jesus invented the ministry and died on the cross, and the Holy Spirit works through that ministry now. What a blessing to be able to be a part of it. God wouldn't have to, but he invites us to be a part of it. So, summary of the law and gospel, Jesus has given us himself. So we have everything we need and give everything we have back to him for his glory and mission. Thanks for contemplating the law and gospel of the widow's offering.